I thought that you already knew what you was dealing with. You knew I'm a real bitch, yeah. Better come correct after you say hello, yeah. Better come correct when you come up in my face and say hello, yeah. Better come correct when you come up in my face and say hello. Love the way that you flex, yeah. Tap my name across your chest, yeah. Usher John and Ludacris, be my lover and my friend. When I see you showing out with me, you go. But you match my energy, give me your aura. Pop before and tell me mama ain't like Ola. They see how you. Take it nice and slow, got nowhere to go. Lingerie you love, will you turn me on? Only us a Patron, Spotify your songs. I'ma play my role, safe word is Apple.
Hey.
Baby, let's do something crazy. I've been thinking lately,
Sing your shit, so.
I just tryna be with you all day, all night, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, you make me feel so good. And you know you got that Campbell good. Yes, you make me feel fucking good. And you know you got that Campbell good. Yeah, wait, hold up, go down just a little. Baby, yeah, you know that kinda tickles. I just wanna sit on your face just a little. It ain't ever an issue. He hit it right, put it down like a I throw it back, doing laps to a river flow. You need a permanent fix, I'm the antidote.
Hey, let's go, so.
Hey.
Moreno Valley, stand up.
Hey, check me out. Campbell's just dropped.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the motherfucking McDuff Show, y'all. And I got a special guest on here with me today, the beautiful and talented Sue Ivey.
Hi.
What's up, Shawty? How you doing?
Up? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. And you know, we were talking a second ago about some of my favorite songs by you. I had a hard time trying to find this song.
Yeah.
And this joint right here just hits different.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. And y'all don't get it fucked up. You heard those bars in there? You spit some bars too. I love how you could do a little bit of both. That's
Thank
super
you.
fly.
Thank you.
So you got a video coming out to that, right?
I do. I am dropping it on New Year's Eve. It's going to be I directed this video.
Okay.
Levi Holloway Film. Shout out to my boy
Shout out
Levi.
Shout out Levi. Always.
You're a
much
real
love.
one, always. But he shot this video for me, and I have every single music video that I've launched out, I've directed. So I feel like I have some sort of connection and just realness that I try to share with the people.
Absolutely.
And let people know if you could do it by yourself. Hey, you got a vibe. If you brought that song out there, like, maybe you can come up with the right vision, and maybe you got that. You don't need to count on the whole team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that, because that's something I preach a lot on the McDuff Show is in this world and like where we're from, like we said, being outside of LA, we don't have a lot of access that a lot of other people have. So it's like you got to just do it yourself.
Yeah.
And you know, you got people you work with like Levi, but like it's like you just have to do it yourself, y'all, and because you bring out your own vision.
Yeah.
And it's just like waiting on people sometimes when you're ready to go and just to make stuff happen.
Yeah.
You got to just be able to do it yourself, you know what I'm saying? So I really do appreciate that. And to the youngins watching, Sue right now, that's some game. You gotta it's a lot of extra work though. It's a lot, because I seen your videos.
Yeah.
I can't even
You
tell.
came to my one of my shoots for Feel the Same.
Yes, that was dope.
That's when we first met.
Yeah, that was when I first met you. Yeah, that was fly. Shout out Levi again.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always going everywhere with Levi.
Real quick, shout out to Brittany though too.
Shout out Brittany.
Cause she always been there. Like
Yeah.
she's there still. Day one.
Absolutely.
Shout out Queen. But that's where we met.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a vibe. You had like
That was the homie spot, and I was like, yeah, you putting in these crazy colors. I knew I wanted to shoot a video there. No one shot there. It's hella new.
It was
vibes.
a vibe.
That,
for sure.
Yeah, that lounge is a dope lounge.
And you know what? Your eye for videos and like you every video is something new. It's completely like I love that about
Different.
you really get your directing shit on.
Really?
You feel me? You really do
Thank
that.
you.
That shit is dope. And for everybody
Thank
watching, I'm gonna leave some of the links in the description so people could click on it and watch some of the amazing things you put together. And you know, so Campbell's is New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Okay, that's coming. And you got some new music on the way as well? Or what you been working on?
So I've been working on a lot of new music, new sound. I am going to be dropping a mixtape called The OGs.
Okay.
On Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, everybody.
So, and it's a free mixtape, free music. I want to push it out because I just want to share the start and the root of my path in music. When I was really like, I was always singing. I always enjoyed entertaining people. That was my background. But to want to like, oh, okay, I can really do this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sharing in this mixtape.
And so you got some throwbacks on there?
I got some throwbacks.
Oh.
I got some. So I started a trio, R&B pop girl group.
Oh, what's that
Three
called?
of us. We were called Mixed Beauty.
That's fire.
And it was me, the Black and Asian homegirl. It was Barbie. She was Black and Puerto Rican. Cassie was Mexican and white.
Definitely.
And our harmonies were crazy.
That sounds poppin'. What happened with that?
A million reasons why a girl group or a group breaks up.
Exactly.
Just bullshit.
Yeah, it happens.
And then I guess through time, some people stick, and this is, they know they want to do it, and some people don't, or maybe they want to stay in the industry, but that's just not
people have their own
their
path
calling.
sometimes,
Everybody has their own path. So, and I think I needed that to happen anyways for me to be.
So you could just do so.
And what I like to do, and figuring who I am, what my sound was. Like, I was hella poppy. It was a pop. But I was like, but damn, this shit was hard though when I had the bars still, because I was writing most of that stuff. Like, let's go.
That's dope. That's dope.
So I gotta drop it.
And you still in contact with all your peoples, with your own girls?
I do. Shout out to Cassie and Barbie. I love them
Shout them
both.
out.
Those are my girls for life.
That's dope.
So, yeah.
So for the people who don't know and just getting introduced to you today, what is like your background? Where'd you get your start? Like, where are you from?
Well, I'm from Moreno Valley.
Okay.
So the long story short of how I've been in Moreno Valley, mainly IE. So my grandmother and my mom are straight up from Cambodia. They came out here when my mom was like in her early 20s.
Okay.
So when she had me, it was my dad. My dad came from Compton to San Bernardino to Moval, and then he met my mom. And my mom was like, yeah, you know your dad's the first black person I've ever seen in life. I was terrified. But I fell in love with him. I was like, that's crazy. Okay, for sure. So they had me. I'm a little bit, okay. So, excuse me, I'm a little high.
No,
I smoked a little.
You good. You can, and feel free to fire up whenever you like. You feel me?
No, I'm good. What was I talking about?
You were talking about your history and like your mom, and you spoke about it. We spoke about it briefly off camera. Just about.
Yeah.
I'm honestly, I knew you were from the IE, because this is like our second or third time like having an encounter.
Yes.
Or is it like the second? Yeah, second or third. But I feel like I've heard so much about you through Levi and been following you. Like, I feel like we've met so much more. But
I've definitely communicated a lot.
Via Instagram. I think that's what makes it feel like a little more of a connection. But like, what is like?
Oh yeah, that was my point.
Yeah.
Like how? Okay, so my parents were working a lot, and I stayed with my grandma, my mom's mom. So that's why Khmer is my first language.
Oh, okay. And you spit that
Because my
on-
grandmother spoke 6 languages, but Khmer, English was not one of them, so I had to speak Khmer.
And you had to just learn it, and like that's crazy. And I heard you spit some bars.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, that caught me off guard. I'm like, you're just full of surprises.
Yeah.
You know, that's dope.
With that, my grandmother lived in Pomona, then Ontario.
Okay.
So when my parents worked, they dropped me off where my grandmother was at.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew anybody with families of a bunch of children, like cousins staying at grandma's or auntie's house while mom and dad has to go to work. Mm-hmm. That's what they were doing, and I always been like in Moval. But school and childhood,
you grew up out here?
Ontario. I grew up out here.
Okay.
Like going to my grandmother's at 6 a.m., coming back home at like 7 p.m.
Gone all day, every day. You pretty much grew up with.
They had to do.
Yeah,
so.
mom and pop's working and doing that, and so but that's beautiful because I'm just learning that today, right now. Matter of fact, I did not know you were from Reno Valley.
Yeah.
And, you know, all my guests, I make that
I'm
a thing.
Moval native.
That's super fun. That makes sense.
Oh, okay. Let me come on here.
You know, I would just I would never know. And you gotta, and you know what? And it's something special I want to get into. You have a creative space.
I do.
And you know what? Everybody, like, it's so important for people like us, you know, creatives coming out of here to just give back in some type of way to the youth and to other artists that are doing this, because it's really hard to do a lot of things. Just being from out here, I feel like, you know, it's just hard to get a peer space or for artists to rent a space out. And so can you speak on that?
Yes. Okay. So if you got Instagram, follow me at Create in the IE.
Yes.
Spell it how it is. You know what I mean? So with that, I created this space with my partner Special. We just made this space to have different rooms or backdrops that are creative just for your space. You can do whatever you want. Anything you want, you can make it happen at Create in the IE. Instead of the way I came up with this and why I wanted to come up with this beginning of Create in the IE, I wanted to come back to my hometown and start doing things and offering and providing things for the community that we didn't really necessarily have growing up.
Yeah.
Or like even being around, like everything is in LA, everything. Yeah. And a lot of us has to wait till we get much older. A lot of us, just because of our upbringing or our parents' upbringing, they don't know.
They got work and
they're only teaching what they learned. So it took. I felt like what my time when I grew up, it took a lot of the IE community to really like do something. But when they did, it was always so difficult, and everything is in LA. So why not create something out here for us
for people to have access.
To have access to and keep money in the community, so we keep growing.
Absolutely, and that is literally what the McDuff Show is about, and I really commend you and appreciate that. And I'm gonna come now. We're gonna do it maybe for one of your album releases or something. We can bring it to your home base next time and do it up and go crazy in there. You know what I'm saying? And like that's special for artists like that. For artists watching, you guys gotta tap in and click the link in the description so you guys can see, you know, what's really going on. And as we're talking right now, I'm gonna have some pictures going. You know what I'm saying? So they could get an idea like that. That is really special. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, y'all. And so I wanna know. So you're from Reno Valley.
Yes.
You're doing all this amazing stuff. What was the moment? What made you want to get into music? Like, when did you realize you had a voice and like, oh, I'm gonna be a singer. I'm gonna do this. Like, what was that moment for you?
When I realized I had like a little bit of sauce. Like, I started this girl group, Mixed Beauty.
When was that?
Ooh, this was 2008, 2009 was when we started. We did take a break, and then we came back. But when it started, it was the 3 girls prior, and they needed to replace somebody. So I auditioned, and because of a substitute teacher, it was weird. It's weird how people now, you know, as you're older, high school teachers that could be A&Rs or having other jobs. That is crazy.
Yeah.
So that's how we met, and I started writing, and I was becoming the writer for the group.
Oh, wow.
And I was also coming up with a lot of the harmonies.
Okay. And that's
Just
very
like
difficult.
Yeah, and it was fun.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I'm like, ooh, this is fun. I could do this, and let me add this. Hold up. All right, run it back, and then want to learn the process of the different sounds and the effects and just what it takes to create a song is fun.
Absolutely. And when you're
So much
sitting
fun.
there watching the process with the engineer going in, after a while you start like, can you do this? And you start learning the engineer language, and you start becoming a part of the whole process. And that's a very special thing. And that's what people watch I Like to Preach. Like, you gotta learn it.
I co-produced my whole album.
That's fire.
Every singles that I dropped.
And you have a lot of singles out right now. You've been pushing and dropping music even throughout COVID. Like, you, especially like last year, you were going crazy, just video after video after video, and just the singles, and it's so much quality. Like, people watching right now, you guys have to tap in if you haven't already, because you're very talented. And it's just like I'm a huge fan of R&B. I love R. I probably listen to more R&B than rap.
Yeah.
Like, if I could be a singer, I would be singing before rapping. I fell in love with rap, because I didn't really have no voice like that. But we was kind of talking earlier, like, it was like Susie asking me, like, what am I gonna do some R&B shit? It's coming. It's coming for sure. And even like, we've been talking for a minute about getting a record in.
Yeah.
And like, that's been on me. Every time I hit you,
I was like,
let's go.
I'm like, okay, he's gonna bring me on the show. He might drop a beat. He might freestyle a little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
We might have some people vote in and pick the bars out that they want from the interview. I don't know.
Oh, I like the way you think, so.
Whichever you let me know.
And this is just
That'd be fun.
This is just the first time we gonna sit down.
Yeah.
Like, we gonna make this a regular thing. I want the people to be real familiar,
Yeah.
become real familiar with you. And so, like, what are some? Cause I love R&B, right? And I listen to your music, and it just gives me the feeling that I used to get when I was younger, when R&B was the biggest thing out for the R&B era, that special era with R&B music. When I listen to your music, it gives me that vibe with the 2021 like twist on it. Like, it's very up to date. It sounds like,
hell yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, what are some of your influences? Who are some of the people that you were growing up listening to that you got some of the songs from?
A lot of Rihanna, a lot of Chris Brown, a lot of Carrie Hilson, a lot of Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, a lot of Pharrell.
Oh, dope.
A lot of Pharrell.
Dope.
Robin Thicke.
Fire.
Alicia Keys. I loved Alicia Keys. Those people. But I was doing like Britney Spears.
Yeah, you were in like a pop group.
Degrees,
so yeah.
Jessica Simpson. Yeah.
Fire.
So that's what
And I just love hearing that, like, what people were listening to, because you get a little bit of inspiration from anything, from everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. And like, so I want to. How would you? Like, with those influences, how would you kind of describe your own style if you're telling somebody that has never heard you?
I mean, there's a story. So I was super pop. Then I kind of went R&B pop. Then I kind of went like sultry. And now I'm kind of like trappy soul.
Yeah.
With like a little R&B sauce.
I hear it.
I splash it here and there with some harmonies or melodies.
And
a little hip hop, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You kicking some hot shit. Well, who are some of your favorite rappers?
Too Short. He's definitely influenced a lot of the direction I've been going as an artist lately. So a lot of things that I'm doing now is just, let me get my R&B, but my flow. But I want that beat to be hip hop or trap the fuck out. I need to feel it in my soul.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at right now.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Thank you.
And like, I would have. Every time I hear you start gassing, I'm like, whoa, you could put out a whole rap song. Would you ever do that?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do that?
Yes.
So, yeah, fire.
Yes. Most
Fire.
definitely, like, that's in the works. So
Fire. And you know what?
I just be in there like,
just having fun, just
Yeah.
doing your thing, and like, just seeing like your energy, like just being on like the shoots on set with you, and like seeing how you're a real life superstar. Like you just have like this thing, you just float into the room and you're just glowing, and like it just seems like this is what it's like to have like a Beyonce or Rihanna walk in. You kind of like you make you give people that it's a star power that some people have it and some people don't, and you just naturally have that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is super dope. And so like I got a few questions. Like I wanna just get into like, and
That
you
means
know,
a lot.
and so absolutely. Like I'm a fan.
That-
I'm a fan first.
I'm really
You know what I'm saying?
passionate about my shit, so that means a lot.
Absolutely. Keep going, cause like there's the sound, the quality of the sound. Like it's like if I play a joint, you don't ever think for 1 second that this is like some shit coming from here.
Yeah.
From out in the IE. Like what the fuck? Yeah. Like it's you a hidden gem, and the world is gonna find.
And like majority of that is all freestyle too. Like first take,
What's your recording process like?
I play the beat and I tell the engineer like turn my mic on, turn my headphone, and just press record.
And just do your thing.
And I just go straight through. So I'll record myself about 3 or 4 times, maybe the most. And the song
and then you got a record. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. It's tight.
That's crazy.
I do plan on going on live soon to start recording the process.
You honestly,
Because
you definitely should, cause that's amazing. Like you just get in there and just hear it and just.
That was Melrose.
Mm-hmm.
That was Tiger Bomb.
Oh really?
That was Say Less. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was thinking like.
That was Campbell's.
I just picture like I don't know why, just in my head like I just feel like I imagine like there's a lot of people in there. I was thinking like, oh, she got a whole team working with her, whoopty whoop, and nah, it's just you and the engineer. You get in there and just start being so.
Yeah, so shout out to Wase, Ace Nice, and TMG.
Shout out,
Those are
them good people.
3 producers that I've been like working with. So if they've made the beat or they've helped produce, engineer, like all of them, they're dope. And they were also teaching me as well, because I wanted to learn, like, okay, now we're doing this together. Now show me this, teach me this, so I can get to a point where I'm lacing my own stuff down. So I kind of engineer too, kind of really, and I'm kind of dope. I'm kind of saucy.
That's fire. Have you engineered some of your own?
That's most of my sessions. I just be like, and my new stuff that I'm dropping January, like.
Oh, what you got? What do you have dropping in January?
I mean,
let's plug that real quick.
You want to play something?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Can we? Can you airdrop it to me?
I can.
Oh, we about to get into this exclusive. We're gonna take a little break. I'm gonna smoke a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dropping this on my next album.
Your next album. That's it. And this
full
is
EP.
This is coming this December or
New
January?
Year's Eve.
New Year. This is coming out New Year's Eve.
So it's the mixtape and then
the album.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? This is a motherfucking SU IVEY exclusive, everybody. And shit like this just don't happen. We got a superstar on here you guys are getting a sneak peek. So I'm about to let this ride for a second and we gonna vibe out for a second. Let's go. SU IVEY, new single. Is this the official name of it right here?
Kinda Cute.
Kinda Cute?
Yeah, that's kinda like the name of my
That's kinda like it's kinda cute.
It's kinda cute.
That's fine. This is Kinda Cute by SU IVEY.
Another hot mix exclusive.
Oh, he kinda cute. What's the point of view? Tell me what to do. Baby, you say come through. I'ma show out tonight.
Hey.
I'ma come through and slide. To the left, to the right. It's a party. We're gonna turn up all night, all night. All night, all night. Pull up the crew, yeah, it's on site. Yeah. Pour up a shots right now.
Salud.
Salud.
You do the same for me. I do the same for you.
Hey.
We gonna smoke some drink.
you are. Baby, this ain't no average shit. I'ma pull through and get the money, the paper that's flowing through the sky.
Hey.
Baby, I got this bling that really shine. I got this bling.
Oh, this a vibe.
Snapping my fingers, yo, yo, yo. It's
Moval, stand up.
money all in my bag. My nigga, they got my
Hey.
back. I done see throwing them stacks. Money.
Hey.
What's the point of you? You feel me? Like,
Yeah. Yo. Hey, that is a SU Ivy exclusive, everybody. Like, that only shit like this happens on the McDuff Show.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, because that's fire.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we gotta clap it up. Can we clap it up for SU one time? Yo, that is fire. Thank you for that. So, like, I want to know, like, so did you just get in the booth and just
Yeah.
you just did
Yeah.
so that's all you do?
So I was with a team. Shout out to David as well, Delgado.
Shout out David Delgado.
Beats. He has a recording studio actually upstairs from my space.
Oh, word.
So if you are looking to record
So
somewhere,
you telling me
yeah,
you can go to your space, you can go record,
yeah, I can make some edits
and then
I can
come
go
down
back,
and
I can add some shit.
that is fire.
Yeah,
That's dope. And like nobody is like, I'm pretty sure you're the first person. Like when I get on Peer Space and stuff, there's nothing out here where it's all in LA. So you're literally like the first person to open up a space for artists.
yeah.
Like that is, I don't think people understand how dope that is. Like
Thank you.
put up your own money, get the
Yeah.
space, and do all of this.
Yeah.
And like I seen it when you first started. And now what made you do that? What made you just?
I was just really at a place where I have been making moves where I needed to invest and make sure that what I was doing in my life meant something, what I
Absolutely.
wanted to do, and be happy about it, but make sure my family is good.
Yeah.
Period.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, damn, I got to start making moves where I'm making a difference. I can teach and instill something in my children, my children's children. I have to have that mindset. Period. And I want to leave something. So my kids got rights to some of my music moving forward now. Like,
Oh, you already set it up? You already
my
got
kids is on the album. Like,
it? That is dope.
both of my kids are on the
That's
album.
dope.
If I show you my daughter, like, she got them bars.
And you know
like her
what?
daddy.
And I think that is so beautiful. Like, what is it like being a R&B superstar 1 minute and then a mother of two the next? Is
It's
that hard?
fun.
Is that a little bit much to handle at times, or are you just like a professional now?
I mean, I've learned. I love kids already automatically, so that's period. And so I'm very theatrical, have high energy. I love everything Disneyland. So kids are good, but I
Yeah.
think just the parenting part and the maturity as they get older and they're experiencing different things in life, you have to kind of learn how to balance music or work and parenting and make sure that,
Everything's taken care of at home base first,
yes, and there's no misunderstanding.
and
'Cause
that
it's
is
hard.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And they're their own person. So if they decide to just not go with what you say, you got to kind of be like,
they're
dang.
still kids. You're still being a mother.
Yeah.
And then it's like you're being a mother
These
at
are hard
home.
decisions.
Yeah. Like damn, dude. Like, and it's so much on your plate. You're doing so much, and that's why
Yeah.
I commend you. Like, because it just doesn't
Hey,
stop.
my son engineers my stuff. Like Yanni's doing background vocals.
Wow.
Feel the same. I sampled her vocals.
Really.
And she was playing with straws on a Starbucks cup.
And you sampled.
And we just looped it. It's like
That's
her
fire.
voice in the whole entire song. from
That's
beginning to
fire.
end.
You know what? You can hear it.
Yeah.
And this, but I never knew.
So it kind of sounds like some type of Asian chant.
Yeah.
No, that's my daughter. That's her
That's
voice.
fire. And you know what? That's why I really love doing this podcast and
Yeah.
doing this, just cause like you find out little gems like that. So
Yeah.
when people go back and they click on the song, they're like, they hear it different, and it's almost like you appreciate the work a little bit more, just knowing about the process and everything you have to do to get to the studio. I don't have kids, but I could imagine being a father with 2 kids. It's hard for me to get work done now as it is. So like, you got a lot on your plate, and I think that is dope. But I want to know if you're doing your dream album, and you got room for three artists on there, alive or dead.
Oh.
If you have 3 artists on your album, you making the album of a lifetime. You get 3 features. So make you think a little bit.
Dang. I would have to say. Usher.
Ooh. Fire.
I would have to say Andre 3000.
Fire.
And
I could actually see that like right now.
I would have to say I want to go with Indy Irie on this one. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
That's
if I could
dope.
add my last one, it would be Bryson Tiller.
You fuck with Bryson heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dope.
And I think I feel like with your beats, like he was one of those people that made R&B a little more trappy, like how we were saying.
He's
and
definitely
like,
one of the founders.
Yeah.
But
I feel like your music also like embodies that. Like you turn it on in the car and it knocks. Like it's not just really smooth R&B the whole time. Like it slaps. Like it's like very enjoyable. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I play your shit all the time. So like I'll be in the car with the homies and your song come on. I'm not changing it. We finna rock out the suit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like because it's a vibe and like I think that's dope. And I like asking that question like because it's different. Those are different from like your favorites. Like as a creative, like sometimes I just want to know like, you know, who would you like to work with? And so I got a couple more questions for you. So like as a like right now, what are some of how have you seen the industry and in the R&B world, how has it changed since you first started? You know what I'm saying? I know you've seen like different things happen. What are some of like the changes, whether it's good or bad, that you've seen like with the genre?
R&B definitely used to be more chanting, more staying with the moment, because R&B was singing them hooks like 4 or 5 times in a row. And the song wasn't ending until 8 minutes later.
For sure.
So now, speeding up the time, like you can't, as an artist, anything over 3 minutes, it's
like, whoa.
Figure it out, but you want to do so much and you can't really do as much because of, I don't know, maybe we have more ADHD out there, or...
Do you think social media has a big influence on that?
I think so. I think anything internet-based has been...
pretty much altered by this point.
Yeah.
It changes so much.
They were talking about how there's a few lawsuits against Google because they made so much available to the public, and it's kind of borderline disabling everybody and emotionally damaging, rewiring their brain. So having this legitimate much lawsuits against, I
did not know that, and but that is crazy because just the access, like what I was talking about this on the last interview with Stevie Crooks, like anybody can be a rapper. You don't even really need to go spend a lot of money to put out a record. You can record off your headphones on a Mac and mix and master and then drop a single. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely like, I don't want to use watered down, but it's definitely just giving a lot of people more access. And then you have people that are spending all this money and all this time, and like I feel like sometimes it's just like, I don't know, me personally, I had to learn to not compare my talent to someone else's success. And when kind of like talking about social media, like I'll see another rapper that just started a couple months ago and he's popping. And it's like, what am I doing wrong? And it's not necessarily that. And you know, for the people watching, I don't want you guys to ever get discouraged. Like when you start this is a process. And people like me and Sue and the people I have on here, we're the type of people that we're here for longevity.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, you're taking the stairs to the top.
Yeah.
And like you could take the stairs. It's gonna take you a little bit longer.
And like, you do have to work, unfortunately. That's just what it is. So
You have to.
look past that, double that, and
That just comes
understand
with
that that's a lot of times where you're not going to get any sleep. And there's a lot of times where you might be distracted, and you need to learn how to like,
Cut the outside off.
this
and
is what I want, and let me re-strategize. There's time, energy, and or time management, and then there's energy management.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Cause I love how you put that. Cause like your energy, I'm gonna just correlate that with just like with your mental health. That has a big play. Like, I feel like we get caught up so much, and this is our life. Like, you put, like, I've been to your video shoots. Like, you're running. You don't have a chance to really sit back and look at it because you're the one orchestrating everything and doing
Yeah.
everything. But I was there, like, I was in awe looking at how Levi, let's do this. I want to set this up for this shot and do all this. That's a lot of work. And you had everybody in costumes, all your ladies in makeup and all of that. I'm like, yo, I've never been a part of. That was like the first time of being part of something like that.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm just on the hip hop side. We could do a music video right here, real quick in the corner. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
And
but
real
like,
quick, I gotta shout out my dancers, Sade and Stevie.
shout them out, yes.
Both queens. I love you guys.
And I think
And Danny. And
yes.
Special again.
You guys were getting down.
Yeah, we
you
got
guys
that
had
life.
choreography.
And my sisters, Mala and Chance.
that's I think that's
I have
so
like
dope.
20 cousins and 50 siblings, like 10 sisters, and we just be in there having fun.
And it's a support system.
And it's the support system, and we all from the IE. Like,
it is dope because you're
Yeah.
giving people. Sometimes not everybody is like well, you have a determination. You know it. You're gonna be
Yeah.
getting Grammys one day. For
Yeah.
sure, you're gonna be on that
Yeah.
stage, and you know that. Some people just love being a part of something, and not necessarily they're not trying to be the next superstar.
Yeah.
They just want to have fun and be a part of something. And I could see it. There was like 25 of us in there, and we just all here for Soul. And I think that is just special because you're giving you. It's inspirational. You know what I'm saying? Because people see that, and then you go home from that like, I need to do something. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a very powerful thing that not everybody has.
Thank
You know what I'm
you.
saying? So like, I think that is super, super dope. And like, so you got new music dropping this month. You got a new album dropping in January. So you dropping 2 tapes. Where do you see? I just want to know where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
I don't know.
In your head, I know you be daydreaming. Like, what is the SU IVEY
I feel like
daydream? Like, what do you?
I feel like my music will be on a more meaningful. Like, there might be a little documentary that you can maybe check out. However, whether it's YouTube famous or it's Netflix famous, or if it's on
Let's get that
BET
Netflix.
for a moment.
Yeah.
Because we
too.
need that check.
Yeah, we need the big check.
And I've seen a lot of artists, I'm like, damn, I'm learning this stuff. And then you learn, like, there's a lot of dope artists out there. You just have to, I don't know. But I feel like my music will be where I want it to be in 5 years. And what I would like to see is the seeds that I planted and see
it actually full.
Yeah, because I'm doing a lot of things that I'm planning 5-10 years ahead.
And you know what? I think that comes
stay
back
ahead of the
to
game.
being a jack of all trades. Like, you literally do everything.
Yeah.
And like I
I
was
shot
saying,
a grip of videos with Levi in like a matter of 2-3 months.
he would hit
Shot
me.
like 8 videos.
He would hit me like, "Hey, I'm shooting a SU IVEY video. Let me hit you back." I'm like, "You were just shooting with SU IVEY a couple days ago." And you guys are.
I was about that life. I was ready. I had stuff to do.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you have
know, he's so
models in your
busy.
video, like everything, like the waterfall,
Thank you.
the waterfall shot is one of the fire. Like, you on the water, it's so.
It was below like 0 degrees straight up. I thought my model, I thought he was going to freeze, like go into a shock.
Really, it was that.
Yeah. I was like scared, and I couldn't feel my feet for a minute. None of us, my whole team, after walking
Levi
down.
was telling me like he was in there with the camera.
I was like, "Hey."
But it's like it's
My crew, are you guys okay? I'm trying
We
to
not
check
about
on
to make it
everybody.
outta here.
Are you good? Are you good? No, you guys for real. And they're like, how are you even in the water? I don't know, but let's go. Come on. I'm the only one just not. Once I get into directing, this is what I don't
The
care.
show
I'm not
must go
thinking
on.
about anything.
but like it's just those are like the special things that make the video. When you watch the video, it's
Yeah.
like whoa.
It's
But people
fun.
don't get a chance to like actually know that like because you guys are in those waters, your hair is blowing. It's like this epic music video and like being like that's why I didn't until this interview I didn't know you were from out here. I would assume like
Yeah.
I thought you were like popping like I know you're popping like I thought you were like from like LA.
Really?
I thought you this whole time like I swear I was like oh she's not from here. She like
Yeah.
we don't have nobody like you from out here like that. So I didn't know and I think that makes this
There's
whole
Heacock,
interview.
there's Cactus, there's JFK,
Oh,
there's
you're a Moval.
Kitchen,
You're a Moval baby.
there's Gentian,
you a real
there's
life
Indian,
Moval baby.
Paris, Sunnymead, Day Street,
I love that. I love that.
Edgemont, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hey, you already know, and I think
Yeah.
that's dope because you're a hidden gem out here. I would
Thank you.
I would have never done, and like people watching right now. This is what's special about the city, and you know what? I wanna ask you this: what are the pros and cons of being from Moreno Valley?
The pros and cons.
Yeah, I know it's one of those.
This is a deep question that I
Yeah.
have to answer kind of carefully because it's like some of my friends are in the politics for Moreno Valley. So they do a lot of
That's dope.
they're involved. So I just feel like we are doing a lot of industrial buildings right now as opposed to I would like to see us focus a little bit more on the schools.
I appreciate you for saying
Like
that.
from elementary, the daycares, college. I would like to see more options for the children to get some sort of performing arts.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's, I don't know, sports, because not really like,
Yeah, it's not. And growing up, like
but we're worried about setting up warehouses and
I worked for the city. I
Damn.
worked for the city back in 2015. And my job was to go door to door and to get people to sign off. I would say I had this whole little speech. Hey, I'm here with the Wooty Wooty Whoop, and we're building 25,000. We're gonna give 35,000 jobs back to Moreno Valley because we're gonna build industrial warehouses everywhere. Are you guys with that? Yes or no? I had to get people to sign yes or no, Wooty Whoop, and a lot of people would tell me like, I don't know if I'm rocking with that. Like there's a lot of other things. There's already like you see on Hickok on the right at the free. They're just throwing them up right next to McDonald's and right next to like a store. Like there's literally a warehouse and right across the street is people's houses.
houses.
I'm like if people are on break at work smoking a cigarette. And right across the street, there's
yeah.
someone living more their law. Like I just don't understand that.
There's the March Air Force Base, there's warehouses, and there's houses.
And there's houses. Where's everything else at? And then like 15 Jack in the Boxes. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have there's not like
Shout
there's
out
like
to the Jack in the Box
you
off
know-
of JFK and
you know what I'm saying?
too
You know,
funny.
I just feel like I wish there's a couple dance studios.
Yeah.
But I feel like there should be
And
more.
they're not even like the dance video or dance classes where they have ballet, but just ballet.
or jazz or like there's no
There's
I want to shout out my boy Josh 3K. He started a dance company and he's
Okay.
running his business and it's black
is he at?
owned. He's out here in Moval. He got a whole
Is he
dance
out
studio.
here?
Jay, I'm gonna link you with him.
Link
Like you
me.
could probably use his space. Shout out Josh
I'm
Curtis.
down.
Jay
he has choreographers.
Oh,
Is he
he's a choreographer.
Oh, what the?
I grew up with him. He is dope, and so he has a space out here, and I love that he's another person giving back. But just like there's RJ with the recording studio, I'm like, why there's a 10,000 rappers out here. Why is there only, you know, I'm not saying I know there's other, shout out Vaughn. That Vaughn has a spot, but I just feel like there's a lot more opportunity. There should be a lot more stuff out here for people to do. It's literally just houses and, you know,
Well,
warehouses.
you have it, like you're spending the funds, but you're spending it in LA. You're spending it where it's a big inconvenience for you just because you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what's available.
Yeah.
But then within that too, I feel like that trickles down to the development of Moval, or a lot of going towards further east just gets worse and worse. There's not a lot of resources available, and I think that if we learn to take time to let's start something here, you know, but let's help everybody to keep it. We love music.
Could you imagine, like, if every artist, because it's just about like letting the people, the artists and the kids out here and everybody who's doing something out here know about like what you're going on. Like if every artist out here, and this is why I feel like I'm trying to do my part.
Listen. Where's the camera at? Okay, here we are. My name is SU IVEY. I am a creative director. I cast people, beautiful models. I own a creative space for
Talk your shit.
all content creators, social media influencers, YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagram models, business entrepreneurs in the cosmetic fields, spas. You got a barbershop. You can shoot your content at my space.
Let's go.
On the low. And we local.
It's affordable
In the
and it's dope.
Moval.
Yeah, bars. Don't, hey, I hear you try to kick some shit.
Save that for audio, so we gonna put that on our song.
Exactly, and that's another thing. Like, next year. You got a lot dropping.
Yeah.
Right now, but I will get you on my next album.
Okay.
I have to have you on my next. And you know, I want to get a session with you. I'm gonna book the space. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we'll go up. Like, I wanna book you all day, and we make like 4 or 5 joints, you know what I'm saying, and just have a blast and just go up. And because I want you to be like, you're now a friend of the McDuff Show.
Thank you.
And so I would love to have you on. But there's something else I want to ask you before we even get to that. What is some advice you can give to the younger artists watching right now?
My best advice right now, my best is think of what's going on now with you and your surroundings. Know you want to do better, because that's all I can ever think of, that everybody always wants to be better from where they are, even if they're like at their greatest. You always want to improve. And people at their lowest always want to feel better. They're trying to figure it out.
Absolutely.
So take the time to know that it's okay that you come first, to figure it out and make it make sense. There's a difference between feelings and the outcome of what needs to happen, of what you want.
Yeah.
In the timely manner that you need it to happen. So that could be it with anything. Relationships, work, making money, investing, setting goals for yourself on what you want to do as a person, your soul, any and everything. You just put yourself first. Take that time to stop right now so you could just motivate and inspire to do better.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
And I think that people listening right now needed to hear that.
Yeah.
And, you know, especially coming from you, I think that you're not only for the women in the industry, but for the men as well. Yes. Like, you show, because you hire a lot of people. And you book a lot, because nothing you do is on like no small shit. Like, you do a video, it's gonna be you got a little, your support system is what, like, I think is important for everybody listening right now. You have to have a support system, and that comes with, you don't just start off day one with a support system. That's years of you. Okay, record me. How do you do that?
Networking.
You know, just asking questions.
Talking. Learning.
You're
wanting to learn. You don't ever want to go into a situation where you just, let me just sit here and be around other people and I'm just doing what I'm passionate about and I don't know what's going on. We don't want to do that.
Thank you, Sue Ivy, for coming on the show and blessing the show.
Thank you.
This has been dope. I mean, this is just the first part, y'all. We barely scratching the surface.
Yeah.
We barely scratching that. And next time, like we gonna really get into some more. I have so many questions for you. Like I still want to pick your brain. Just even me, just being a fan of your work. You know, I would love to pick your brain some more. So we gonna get to that. And you know, for this outro, I'm gonna play one of my joints. This joint is Feel the Same.
Hey.
I love Feel the Same. I was here for this video shoot, and I'm gonna put the description for everybody to click the music video and make sure you guys watch it. Make sure you guys stream Sue Ivy. I'm gonna plug everything in the description, y'all. This has been another episode of the McDuff Show with the special guest Sue Ivy. Thank you for coming through. I
Thank you
appreciate
for having
this. Yeah, we gotta
me.
clap it up. It's only a couple
Thank
of us
you,
in here. But thank you.
It's all love.
And you know, I'm gonna play this one of my favorites, so I'm gonna play this one for the outro. Thank you again, Sue. I can't wait to do this again. You much appreciated.
Hey.
The IE, you guys make sure you guys follow Sue and stop playing. You know what I'm saying? This is
Pull up.
for create IE. I'm gonna put everything. You guys are gonna get all the info in the description. So
Yeah.
don't playtime artists out there trying to get busy and trying to do your photo shoots and music videos. You got a space right now.
And I offer a lot of like genuine, real help towards your vision. So
Absolutely. You never know. You're not just coming to
saying.
shoot. You're gonna
because I
pick up
want to
some
help.
game.
That's it. I just want to help. It's fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for everything. This is Feel the Same by Sue Ivy. Until next time, y'all, this is the McDuff Show, and I'm your host, Cia McDuff. Make sure you click the subscribe button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Stay up to date with everything. No pressure, y'all. This is another one. Sue Ivy, thank you again.
Thank you.
This is Feel the Same.
Bye.
Let's go.
Make you all mine.
Hey, this is what I
You
said.
know I'll be with you for life. You know I've been waiting on you, on us.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to you and post up.
Yo,
Text you when you respond, baby, pull up.
Sue
How
Ivy.
you touch it, how you feeling on me? Really hate to see you without me. You got me excited, keep it real with ya. I just wanna grab a bag and spend some bills with ya. Baby, let's go take a trip to our new private ship. Yeah, we can go. And yeah.
Hey. Sue Ivy, everybody.
You spark my flame. You feel the same when you're away.
Yeah.
You babe, you spark my